Well, we are here in Havelock Street, Presbyterian Church in the centre of Newport, and it is seriously cold and wet outside, as you can see from the snow. And this evening, lots of people will be sleeping rough on the streets of Newport and having to endure these conditions. Which is why we're here in Havelock Street, because we are trying to bring an end to rough sleeping during the winter here in Newport. One of the reasons why this is important is because Newport is the capital city of Wales when it comes to homelessness. There are more than 1,300 households that are homeless in Newport today, and there are around about 20 people who will be sleeping rough on the streets. And we feel that it is our responsibility as the church to take responsibility for those who are suffering from poverty, suffering from homelessness, suffering in any way whatsoever. And so we've partnered with various partners, in particular Newport City Council, in order to turn this building into a rough sleeping hub. As we speak, Newport City Council are using this building in order to run what they call a cold weather provision. So on days, such as days like today, where the temperature gets very, very cold, and if we get 3 consecutive days of very low temperatures, then that means that they can encourage the rough sleepers of Newport to come to this building and spend a night in the dry and in the warmth. This is huge because it is going to save lives. The Salvation Army are here as well, and they are helping with food and helping to gather rough sleepers and direct them to this building. But we want to go further than that. We want to be able to do more. And so our vision, and it isn't just our vision, it's a vision that we share with the Council, with Salvation Army, with other charities such as the Royal Foundation and Women's Aid, and also with local housing associations. Our vision is that we turn this building into a hub where many of the needs that people who are rough sleeping experience can be met. And so we hope to turn this place into somewhere, for example, there'll be a drop-in centre. This room where we are now, the old school room of Havelock Street, will be a drop-in centre, hopefully, where people can come in during the day and find warmth, find a dry environment, find a friendly, hospitable environment, and where they will be able to experience community. In addition to that, we hope that we will be able to offer counselling here with psychotherapy. We ourselves in the South East Presbytery, we have a psychotherapist, Karen Haywood, and hopefully she will be here alongside other psychotherapists. Women Aid have offered the help of their psychotherapists as well, and they can use this room as a place then where people can talk about their difficulties and process the difficult experiences that they have been having in life. One of our other plans is perhaps to turn the chapel next door into an outpost also for the clothing work that we run in South East Wales. Linda Boyce is at the moment setting up Go Baith Clothing. It is in Beaufort to the north of the presbytery. We see that perhaps there is an opportunity here for us to be able to offer excellent quality clothing to those who are homeless and to those who are sleeping rough in the city. One of the difficulties that we have with this scheme, and to be fair, it is a big difficulty as well, is that as soon as we decided to explore these possibilities with our partners, the boiler that had been heating this building for over 50 years decided to give up the ghost. And so the building doesn't have heating. Now the council have put in temporary heating downstairs in the basement, electric heating, but the rest of the building remains really, really cold. And so we are looking for ways to heat it. We have a plan to use air-to-air heat pumps. It's an expensive plan, but to be honest with you, even replacing like for like the gas boiler with another gas boiler would also be very, very expensive because this is a listed building. And so we're looking at expenditures of well over £40,000 just to get heating back in here. And that's before we start fixing the roof and removing the pews and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of work that's to be done, and it looks as though this vision won't be realized this winter, sadly. But we are hopeful that as soon as this winter is over, the new heating system will be installed and we can start planning for next winter, and maybe as well offering some other facilities for families in the city of Newport that are either experiencing homelessness or are in danger of being homeless. So maybe throughout the summer we can offer tuition, we can offer a place for people to cook and to feed their families and things like this. Anyway, that's the vision. It's a vision that we're really excited about. But one thing that I need to add to this is that obviously this place is a chapel and has been worshipped in for over 100 years, and it is insured as a chapel. Our insurers are insisting that it continues to be used as a chapel in order that we can carry on with this work. And so we are looking to continue to worship in this building in some form or other. As soon as we get heat back in here, we will start maybe another congregation or maybe an ad hoc service every month or something like that, in order that this place continues to be a place of worship and in order that this place continues therefore to be a place of hope. Christmas is a time where hope is very prevalent as a theme for understandable reasons, and we can see in our winters here in the Northern Hemisphere, here in the UK, that are so cold, that are so wet, that people who are without homes, they really need hope. But that hope isn't just to be found in a warm environment and in a dry environment. That hope, we firmly believe, is to be found in Jesus Christ as well. And so we want to offer that hope, the hope of the child who was born in a stable, who had no home of his own, that hope that he brings to people who otherwise, it's hard to imagine, can experience anything other than despair. If you're interested in what you've heard about Havelock Street and our plans for Havelock Street and want to find out more, then contact details will be provided at the end of this film. Also, if you want to contribute in some way, whether that's a financial contribution or whether it's a donation of clothing, then again, contact details will be shown at the end of this film. You can get in touch and your donations will be really, really appreciated.